Hey guys, Matt from TOTALmtg here, and welcome to this week's Deck Tech. So first of all, let me say, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's a great way to support the channel for free. If you like what you see, just click that little button for us and help us get to 3,000 subs. So, what have I got for you this week? I've got Mono White Aggro in Standard. People have been saying to me when I did my mono blue, I did mono green, I did mono black, they say, oh, you're doing all the colours, and I wasn't intentionally doing that. But I thought, what the hell, let's put a white deck together. So, we're going to start off by looking at the creatures as always. This is a very aggro sort of deck. It starts off with 4 Toolcraft Exemplar, the 1/1 for 1 that gets slightly bigger if we do have an artifact. We do run artifacts. We've got Heart of Kieran in there and the Oketra's Monument as well. So we have 4 Danto Vanguard, new from Ixalan. As long as it's attacking, it gets +2/+0. So it's attacking for 3/1. It's very good, and it's got that little bit of, little ability there where you pay 4 life to give it indestructible. And because we're aggro, we're not, we're all in sometimes. We don't have to worry about the life. You pay that 4 life. I've done it a few times. It's won me the game. I went down against one of the control decks, and basically I was down to nearly 3 life. I think I was down to 1 life at one point. Maybe gained a little bit somehow. But this then won me the game. It was really, really good. 4 Glory Bound Initiate. Initiate can attack, and when it does, you can also exert it, which gives it lifelink +1/+3. So then it's attacking as a 4/4 for 2 mana. Even a 3/1 for 2 is a really, really good rare. And it's, it's just, like I said, it's aggro, it's white. We want to get these creatures down. And of course, Glory Bound Initiate can crew the Heart of Kieran. Play that, play your Kieran, play that turn 3, and then just fly in for the 4/4. On to the next lot of creatures. We have a 4 of Scrapheap Scrounger. Well, obviously we're mono white, but I run 4 Concealed Courtyards that have just been just enough for paying that black when we need it, when we want to exile a creature card and just return that to the battlefield. Scrapheap Scrounger for 2 mana, a 3/2. It can't block, but it's a great aggro creature, and so I wanted to put it in the deck. Legion Conquistador, the 2/2 for 2 and a white. You think, maybe that's not that good. But when when you enters the battlefield, you can search your library for any other cards named that. And every time I've done this at the moment, I've gone and searched the other 3. It's not been counted. Some people think, well, it's only a 2/2. I'll let you go and do that. And in practice, I've played a lot of control so far. I've played, I think it's 5 matches so far, and I've been Jesky Approach Control, UW Approach Control, UB Scarab Control, and there was like an Esper tokens list that was more, wasn't really control, but it was more tokens, I suppose. But, we beat the Jesky Approach deck with this deck so far in my practice games. I lost a very, very close one to the Blue-White Approach deck. Maybe I could have won it if I just drawn a little bit better. But the deck is definitely, it's performing for me already in the opening 6, 7, 8 games that I've had. We've been taking some real top decks down. Angel Invention is there as a 3 of. The late game for this is going to come in, Flying Vigilance, Lifelink, Fabricate, make those little tokens and give all our other creatures +1/1. It's really, really good. It's like our late game finisher. Sometimes it doesn't even have to do anything. It just comes on the battlefield, gives everything +1/1, and then we can win the game from there. So on to the spells now. A couple of Authority of the Councils in the main, because there is a lot of other aggro out there. Timor NG aggro, Ramonette Red, and this just, slightly slows them down a little bit. And if control decks want to flash in a Torrential Gearhulk, this means it won't be able to block, it will come in tapped as well, which is very good for us. I've already mentioned the 4 Heart of Kieran, and we have 4 Oketra's Monument. White spells will cost us 1 less to cast, and every time we do, we can go wide with this because we can keep making warrior tokens. And if anything, they can crew a Heart of Kieran. If we've got multiple ones there, Heart of Kieran could just fly over it, and potentially, it does win you games, Heart of Kieran on its own. It can be very aggro, and it's such a good card, which is probably why it's one of the most expensive cards in the deck. A little bit of removal. We have a couple of cast out and 3 Ixalan's Binding. I'm really becoming a fan of Ixalan's Binding. I've had a lot of battles, more like in control battles really, where they've done the cast out on one of them. We've Ixalan Binding their cast out, got it back, got the other card. The interaction sometimes can be very funny when you're playing online with us, and I'm sure they can in card form as well. But this is like our 5 spots of removal, and it really does help in the control matchups, maybe against Planeswalkers, or get rid of that Torrential Gearhulk when they're going to block, and maybe we can still get through with a bit of damage. The land base is, you know, we got a few different lands. It's not just all your planes. We've just literally got the 10 planes. So we need other lands as well to help us against other decks in the format. So Field of Ruin is there to help against the Azcanta decks. Scavenger Grounds is very good because it exiles all cards from graveyards. Yeah, occasionally we might have to get rid of our Scrap Heap Scrounger, but if we're playing against Azcanta, this is another way to stop it from flipping, or maybe just kick it off when there's a Torrential Gearhulk coming in and stopping that triggered interaction. Chefnet Dunes is there as well. It's our little anthem. It is a desert card that can give everything +1/1 till end of term. It is sorcery speed, so you will have to do that before attacks, but it's still a very good card. And for the black mana as well, like I said, we got a 4 Concealed Courtyard in there. And at the moment, I've not needed swamps. It's just been very good as is. So let's get on to the sideboard now. I've got an extra Authority of the Councils in there, just in case we're playing, you know, real aggro and we're struggling a little bit. We can bring that third one in. Tocatli Honor Guard, 1/3. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to triggers. So when the energy, you know, like Hydras come in, they want to gain that important 3 energy, or Whirl of Virtuoso, something like that. This means that it won't trigger that ability for them to get the energy. And it's just a 1/3 blocker as well for 2. You know, just a nice card. Fragmentize is there as a couple of. Always used it to kill Search of Azcanta at the moment. That's all I've been coming up against. So it's been good to sideboard in. 3 Gideon of the Trials can come in against your control matchups. It's just a, you know, it's a nice Planeswalker. It's not Gideon Ally of Zendikar good, but it still does a job. It's seeing a little bit of play in Modern, so you can tell it's going up in people's expectations. It can prevent a damage maybe of a really hard source that we can't deal with, or it can just turn into a creature as well, or you can make an emblem against aggro where they have to kill that first. Solemnity is in there because of energy. Energy is everywhere. If you just looked at the Pro Tour of Ixalan, Jesus Christ, how many energy decks are there? Is something going to be banned from that? I don't think it does. People just have to adapt their decks. But if anything was, I'd probably say a tune maybe could go. But Solemnity, I'm going to have it there. It's literally just for those sort of energy decks, and I think it's a very good sideboard card at the moment. So Dust to Dawn is in the sideboard. Our creatures don't generally get over that 3 power stage, so we can mainly, you know, just clear the board. And we got Dawn there to hopefully bring a lot back as well. So guys, that is this week's deck. It's Mono White Aggro. Like I say, it's been putting up some really good results. I lost a close match to Blue-White approach, beaten Jesky approach control, beaten Scarab God, beaten Esper tokens. It was 1-1 with green-black counters, and then the person just quit. But I will be recording some gameplay with this, and don't forget you can see me play this on Twitch. I probably will be playing it tomorrow morning, as it's the new deck from Deck Tech Tuesday, which is what I normally do the following day. All the links to go and follow me there are below as well. And like I say, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscription button, because when I get to 3,000 subs, I will be doing another giveaway. And it won't be long. I'm trying to get there before Christmas if we can. Fingers crossed. I'm due, if you know the figures keep going, it'll be after Christmas, but you never know, we might just get a nice little jump. Thank you everyone for taking the time to watch the video, and I'll see you on the next one.